कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकि कोकिलम्। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः। जयत्याश्रितसन्त्रास ध्वान्तविध्वंसनोदयः प्रभावान् सीतया देव्या परमव्योमभास्करः परमव्योमभास्करः।
श्रीमते निगमान्त महादेशिकाय नमः। We are in the most beautiful section of Valmiki's Srimad Ramayanam called as Sundara Kandam. We have had the opportunity to understand, internalize Balakandam, Ayodhya Kandam, Aranya Kandam and Kishkinda Kandam. Once we entered Sundara Kandam, we spent some time to understand why it is referred to as Sundara Kandam. What is the Vedanta concept hidden in Sundara Kandam, and how the Panchabhutas is seen in one patram called as Hanuman. So, Sundara Kandam, its introduction has been given. On the other hand, we were introduced to the greatest of the devotees called Hanuman or Anjaneya Swami or Sundara in Kishkinda Kandam itself. He is an eloquent speaker, a great friend to Sugriva, a great servant and a devotee to Prabhu Sri Ramachandra, very good friends with Lakshmana, a great source of motivation for all the other Vanaras, and was always under the guidance of Jambavan. So we have seen these different facets of Hanuman. But who is this Hanuman? We can gather some information from Kishkinda and Sundara Kandams about Hanuman. There is some information about Hanuman in Uttarakandam. There is a plethora of information available in the other Puranas that are associated with our Sanatana Dharma. Of course, there is a presence of Hanuman, his blessings to Bhimasena, one of the major Pandavas in Vanaparva of Sri Mahabharatam. We also see Hanuman as the emblem, Kapidhvajaha. It comes in Bhagavad Gita. He is seen as the emblem fluttering in the flag above Arjuna's chariot where Krishna was a charioteer. So we have seen Hanuman in different faces. But who is this Hanuman? From whatever little information we can gather from Ramayana and other sources, we understand that there is a beautiful Apsara Stree called as Punjikasthala. This Punjikasthala is in love with the Abhimanini Devata of Vayu, the Vayu Devata. So both of them are in love with each other, and once after having danced in the Sabha Mantapam of Indra, Punjikasthala accompanied by Vayudeva reaches Pushkarini lake, and as she reaches the Pushkarini, she starts playing with the waters of that particular pond. So she sprinkles waters on Vayudeva, and Vayudeva does that in return. While she does so in return to Vayudeva, some amount goes and falls on the face of a Maharishi who was performing penance in the waters. He gets startled, he is shocked that somebody is trying to disturb my penance, my austerities. He becomes extremely angry, opens his eyes, sees the damsel Apsarastri Punjikasthala and says, "You look like an Apsarastri and you have certain functions to go with you. Rather, you choose to be so playful and childlike, and at times I feel, O Apsarastri, that you are behaving like a Vanarastri. A Vanara Jati is only associated with such tantrums, and they are not or probably least concerned as to what agony it will cause to others. You have been as oblivious as any other Vanarastri in doing some cheshtita, in doing such tantrums. So I curse that in your next birth you shall be a Vanarastri. This curse fructified, and that lady was Anjana Devi. It is largely believed in different communities of the Karnataka region in the south of India that Anjana Devi was born in Karnataka. Anjana Devi was to be married to a Vanara. So she wanted somebody who was extremely valorous. At that point in time, her parents chose one Vanara called as Kesari. The beauty is, the word Kesari means lion. Was she married to a lion? No. Lion as an animal carries certain attributes with it. We still refer to the lion as the king of the forest. It is this animal that Paramatma chose in the Simhavataram. In Srimad Bhagavatam, while Rukmini writes a letter called the Rukmini Sandesham to Krishna, she says, Kale Nisimha Naraloka Manobhiramam. People say that you are the lion amongst men. Kale Nisimha Naraloka Manobhiramam. Come and rescue me from the clutches of Sishupala and Rukmi, she writes. So, the lion as an animal has been treated with extreme respect, and there is a fear factor as well. So, this lion is referred to as in various names, Simha, Kanthirava and so on. So, one name is Kesari. So, this Vanara was so valorous, so powerful, so very full of Veera Rasam that people used to say that he looks like a lion amongst we the Vanaras. So, since he carried the valor of a lion, he was referred to as Kesari. Anjana Devi was given in marriage to Kesari. They lived as a very happy couple, and at the opportune time, they were seeking a very responsible, a very good progeny, but they weren't blessed with one. That is when it is said in certain Puranas that Anjana Devi performed immense and intense austerities to Mahadeva, to Lord Shiva, who appeared and said that an Amsha of me shall be born to you. That he said and left. On the other hand, Vayudeva, her previous Janma's love, continued still having a soft corner for Anjana Devi, and like how we call the pollination amongst flowers, the pollens are carried through air. Vayudeva became the medium where the rethas could be implanted or could go fertilize Anjana Devi. That is when Kesari Nandana, on the other hand, since Vayu was also involved, Vayu Putra, as well as Shankara's Amsha, Shankaramshudai, says Saint Tyagaraja. So there is an Amsha of Mahadeva, Lord Sri Shiva. So was born a child to Anjana Devi. This has been mentioned. Abhyuthitam tadas suryam. That is when there is another venture that happens. So this child who was born had to be given a name. What did Anjana Devi think? She thought that her child is beautiful. Remember, for every mother, their son, their daughter is the prettiest. So if you give a mother the tiara and the Mr. World, Miss World, Miss Universe, Mr. Universe pageant tag, surely, undoubtedly, every mother will crown only their children as the Mr. World or Miss World. That is true. For every parent, their own children are beautiful. I don't mean to demean this thought, but that's natural. Interestingly, there is a saying in the Tamil language, it's an age-old saying, Kakaikum tan kunju pon kunju. For a dark crow, we may be ridiculing it, dark crow. But for the mother crow, her child, her chick is the prettiest. So for every mother, their child is the prettiest. So why not for Anjana Devi? Anjana Devi called her dear son Sundara. As mentioned in one of my previous episodes, he was Kesari's son. So Kesari Nandana Hanuman, Vayuputra Hanuman, Shankaraputra Hanuman was the son of Anjana Devi too. So in those days, it was a custom that you will be known by your mother or father's name. King Drupada's daughter is Draupadi. Janaka's daughter is Janaki. Ravana's son Indrajit was Ravani. Drona's son Ashwathama was Droni. Daksha's daughter was Dakshayani. Similarly, Anjana's son is Anjaneya. This is how it is derived. So technically, anybody who's born, son born to Anjana will be Anjaneya. But since she had no other children, the only one, the common noun became the proper noun. So he is referred to as Anjaneya, he is referred to as Sundara. A very, very powerful boy since his birth. He used to show his power to even the other Vanaras of his age, and even the elderly folk were extremely surprised to see the power for a little boy. Some Puranas attribute this to the inbuilt quality of Vayu Bhagavan in him, because Vayu is extremely powerful. When tornadoes come, they can just carry houses, they can move rocks, they can cause cyclones. So, Vayu is an extremely powerful element. So, when Vayu's son is born, wouldn't he carry the trait of Vayu in him? So, Vayu was there in Hanuman. Shankara Suvana Mahadeva, he carried Ganga in his matted locks. He drank the poison Kalakuta Halahala Visham during Samudra Manthanam. He easily vanquished the Tripuras and became a Tripurantaka. Andhakasura Vada, Jalandhara Vada, how much power Mahadeva carries in him? That was in Hanuman. So Vayu's power. Kesari Nandana Kesari was a lion amongst the Vanaras, his power. Shankara Suvana, so he was a personification of Viryam, power. You see a lot of these models flexing their biceps and all of that outside those gym advertisements, right? They will all fall flat if they see Hanuman. Hanuman was that powerful. One day his mother was feeding him curd rice. So some of my followers and Astikas in different parts of the country will be wondering, just because you are a South Indian, sir, you seem to say that Hanuman was being fed with curd rice. Why? Because geographically Anjana Devi and thereby the person whom she was married to, and then Hanuman's birth, all that happened in the Karnataka region. So that is one. Geographically we have had our own textile flavors, color flavors, food, cuisine, one. Second, did curd rice exist in those days? Yes. In Krishnavataram, Shukabrahmam, Vyasa's son, makes a mention. Bibhradvenum jatarapataya shungavetteja kakshe vame panau masrila kabalam tatphalam angulishu. Masrila kabalam, he mentions of curd rice. So rice, milk getting into curd, the combination of curd and rice existed. So Anjana Devi, like every other mother, made one very, very nice butter-like curd rice, and she was feeding her little Sundara. Sundara, open your mouth. She was feeding. This boy looked to the rising sun. He looked to the rising sun. When the sun rises, there is a red color, and slowly the red transitions into orange and yellow. So when the transition happens from red to orange to yellow, at one point, the sun, even to us, will look like a very delicious mango. So this little boy, Sundara, thought, mango and curd rice is a very good combination. All of you must try. So mango and curd rice. I have curd rice, my mother is feeding me, but there is no mango. So there is mango atop there. So I am going to jump towards the mango. जुग सहस्र योजन par bhanu लील्यो tahi madhura phal janu. He thought that the rising sun was a madhura phal, was a mango. Yuga sahasra yojan par bhanu. So it is miles and miles away. So yuga sahasra yojan. Researchers have said that this aptly gets very close. If you go by the Katapayadi Sankhya and the calculation, it goes very close to the current distance between Mother Earth and Surya. So this boy wanted to jump towards the fruit because to him it was a mango. Did he jump? What happened to him later? What is going to happen to Anjana's son Anjaneya? What is going to happen to K. Sundar? More in the next episode. Dear Astika reader, I am happy to be authoring a 2-part book on the Ramayana in English. The first part is slated for release in the year 2024. The book aims to recreate and retell the Ramayana of Valmiki, conforming to the ancient commentaries and other allied literature. To receive notifications of the book release, kindly register with www.deshikadaya.org/books. Namaskaram.